Hello friends, welcome to Daring Marina YouTube channel. Today we will be discussing about governor topic continuation and all. So mechanical governor. So here the figure this shows a picture of a basic mechanical governor. Here the engine drive input signal, here there is 6. It is that input signal, it is transmitted via the steering gear 4 to the governor mechanism. From the governor mechanism, it consists of flywheels and bell crank. These are pivoted to act on spring which connected to fuel pump. The speed setting can be adjusted by the screw by changing the spring tension. When the engine speed increases, if the load is reduced, then flywheel move outwards due to their increased centrifugal force. So what means, when the engine speed is increases, if load is reduced, then flywheel will move outwards due to centrifugal force. So this will cause bell crank to push the spring loader collar to reduce the fuel. So mechanical governor have the following drawbacks, mainly increased wear, friction, mechanical damage, bearing failure, instability and limited governor effect. Okay. In this mechanical governor, the speed setting can be adjusted by screw by changing the spring tension in the top, and when the engine speed increases, if load is reduced, then flywheel will move outwards due to increased centrifugal force. So this causes the bell brake to push the spring loader collar to reduce the fuel. Okay. Then hydraulic governor with the compensation. In most ship, this hydraulic governor I use modern ship. Here this hydraulic governor, the main parts are ball head, centering spring, receiving piston, reservoir, transmitting piston, to fuel linkage increase or decrease, needle valve, oil drain, oil supply, pilot valve, conical speeder ring. This governor can be considered as an isochronous, that means constant speed, except during any that is speed droop period. So generally we can call this a stable governor. Compensation or transient speed droop is included in the form of a reset action. There compensation can be changed by adjusting the needle valve setting. When the load increases, the engine speed decreases along with centrifugal force. So the spring force become greater. This will cause pilot valve to move down and allow oil to flow to servo, and servo will cause the increase in fuel rack. Here what it is doing is, when the load increases, engine speed decrease along with centrifugal force. Okay, during that time the spring force become greater, cause the pilot valve to move down. So this will allow oil to flow to a servo, and servo will increase the fuel rack. Then servo simultaneously act on transmitting piston, which applies force onto receiving piston. This receiving piston pushes centering spring and causes closing of pilot valve. Thus equilibrium and stability are achieved at lower speed. Once oil in the compensating system leaks the needle valve, the centering piston causes speeder spring to return to its original valve. So equilibrium is brought about the original speed instead of increased load. Here what it is doing is, servo motor, the servo also provide act on the transmitting piston. So that's it, apply force on the receiving piston. So this receiving piston pushes centering spring and causes, that means closing the pilot valve. So equilibrium and stability are achieved at lower speed. Once this oil in the compensating leaks past the needle valve, the centering spring causes the speed spring to return to its original valve, so that equilibrium is brought back to its original speed, thereby increasing the load. The hydraulic governor has operational problem in case of low oil dirty, means in case the low oil level, dirty oil, incorrect viscosity, airlock, wrong adjustment, excessive oil operating temperature, wear at fine pairs. These are some of the drawbacks or problems we can see on hydraulic governor. Mainly means by using dirty oil, low oil level, incorrect viscosity, air lock, wrong adjustment, excessive oil operating temperature, wear at fine clearance. So we have to top up and properly check all this. This is kind of an electric governor, mechanical governor, hydraulic governor and electrical governor. Okay. Here it basic consists of 4 components. Load sensing input signal, this will senses the load after the governor alternator and sends input signal to setting control board. Here means load sensing input signal will be there, that will senses the load after the governor alternator and sends the signal into setting control. The speed sensing input signal, that will sense the speed at engine flywheel and send input signal to comparator amplifier. Speed sensing input signal means they will send speed at engine flywheel and set input signal to comparator amplifier. Setting control, these have settings for droop or isochronous mode, speed setting and ramp generator. Speed setting control means which has setting for droop or isochronous mode, that means speed setting signal and ramp generator. Comparator or amplifier control unit, that will compares input signal with a reference setting and sends output signal to actuator to change the rack position of engine fuel pump. Comparator or amplifier control unit means they will compare the input signal with reference setting and sends output signal to actuator to change the rack position of the engine fuel pumps. The advantage of an electric governor is less mechanical components will be there, so that will be quick response, no friction will be there, capable of complex engine speed control can be possible. It depend upon the engine load and electric load. Then overspeed control can be achieved, load sharing requirements and easy installation and easy adjustment. These are the advantages of electronic governor. Main disadvantage of electronic governor is that it can fail in case there is failure of input current to governor from any source. So if there is one fault in a single input current, then there is chance of failure. So the remedy is to combine electric governor with mechanical hydraulic governor, which will act as a backup in case of an electronic governor failure. So generally what we have is we will have an electronic governor along with a backup of mechanically hydraulic governor in case there is an electronic governor failure. Thank you.